All right, Bang Bang, today's Tuesday. All right, Bang Bang, it is not Tuesday. It is Wednesday. It is August 2nd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. You could leave all that in, Nick. Thank you. How you guys doing?
Good. I feel like a lot's happened since the last free swim.
I'm having a little bit of a bad day.
Why so?
I might have to sue Jeff DeLoe because now he put out the celebrity mashup was Lena Dunham and Robert Downey Jr. and everyone says it looks like me. So apparently I look like Lena Dunham because that was the inside face.
Yeah.
That's like the worst person ever to be compared to.
Right.
Yeah.
A bag of milk, as KFC would say.
Right. Yeah. Which the bag of milk part might be accurate. I think the body type are probably pretty similar, but I don't want to have like a face that looks like her.
Yeah. You look like the girl from that mashup, not Robert Downey
Right.
Jr.
Exactly. They're like, oh, it's just Chiefs. Like, you're like, well, he has good hair, but no one's saying that's the hair that looks like it. They're saying I just look like her face.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I might have to take a mental health day.
Get Michael Portnoy and Jeff DeLoe, same courtroom.
Have you made contact with Jeff DeLoe?
About this issue?
Yes.
I mean, not yet. I mean, I don't think he put it out there he wasn't even the first one. Like, I've been getting this I probably got it maybe over a dozen times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was on our topic sheet for the mid show. We just never got to it.
Yeah.
We
Have
never
you
got
seen
to
the
it.
picture?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, actually.
What do you think? Do you think I look like
I see it for sure.
Yeah.
What's tough is like that.
A real friend would have been like, no, wait, dude. Like, I don't look like Lena Dunham. You're fucking handsome.
Well,
but you're like,
listen, there's a podcast coming tomorrow with a different crew. That's how their crew would have reacted to it.
Yeah.
Not our crew.
What crew?
So I'm going to say something like before tomorrow's episode 2. Tomorrow is very much a different kind of dog walk episode.
Oh, yeah.
Got a bunch of content creators. I had some YouTubers on.
Yeah.
And it's just a wild ride. People are going to be like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And they're just the most loving crew ever. Like, they're like...
Yeah, see, I don't really want that either.
Yeah. They're like, I love you, bro. I'm proud of you. Like, it was a lot of that. Like,
dude, I think that's like a generational thing. Like, I don't want to have to support people. I would like people to be like,
no, you can support
you
people.
don't look like Lena Dunham. That would be nice.
You could
I don't need you to be
people.
like, you're handsome, but it'd be like, no, you don't look like Lena Dunham.
Yeah, I think the difference is like we would use sarcasm where they're just straight up like, I fucking love you. You're the best friend I could ask for.
But all right. Did you get the vibe that it was real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was
I
very
mean,
much
I don't want to
real.
spoil too much, but one of the kids was literally crying tears of joy in here.
Yeah.
For his friend.
Yeah.
It was great. Those guys. But
good guy. We're not shitting on them at all. That's just the way they do business.
They were like a wrecking ball of like positive vibes.
For sure. Yes.
It was a nice change of pace getting compliments here and there.
It was.
I'll
we
say
were
that.
like, holy fuck. And they're like big. They're big in the content game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I just tomorrow.
Like,
but you should retread on that. You want to support people and be happy for people.
oh, I'm happy for people when they have success.
all right.
Yeah.
The way you made that sound was like you're a fucking asshole. And I know you're not like that.
You
So
wouldn't express it in that way.
No, but it's also like I'm getting. I know where that thought was coming from. It came from all like the KFC radio clips about the discussion around Barbie. That's really where it was like, oh, like people should be supporting everybody. It's like, do it yourself. Shut the fuck up. Like, no one's supporting anybody really in a real way. I'm happy for people when they're successful, like genuinely. But like this whole notion where it's like you should be supporting like this thing or that thing. I'm like, no, I shouldn't.
Can you go into that? Like, so people were saying you should support Barbie because
it was like such a positive message, and it's women supporting women, and people should like it's good just to have one for the girls, and it's like like I don't know, like I'm not gonna like it because you think I should, or if it's good for women. If the movie's good, I'll say it's good. If it's not good, I'm not gonna say it's good or like the message is good. Just everyone stop trying to make everything a thing, and I don't want to be told that I have to support people for X, Y, and Z reason, or that I should support something for X, Y, and Z reason. Everybody's on their own at the end of the day. Everybody's just on their own, and shut the fuck up and just be good and better and just try to do a good job and do things earnestly. But like the whole thing, like you should be supporting somebody. I'll help people if they ask for it, and I'll try my best to help people if they ask for it. But I'm not going to be like just surface level, like I support this thing. Like I don't believe in that.
I actually wholly disagree with that whole thing. Based upon Barbie, I don't like the interpretation that everyone's having of this. I guess everyone interprets shit differently, but that was the plot of the movie. So I don't get how people could be mad about they could have your Oppenheimer take like, oh, you made a Barbie movie, you should have made it about this rather than this. But like, I'm fine with the way they did it because it was like it was very blunt. Like, hey, this is what this is going to be.
Right.
I'll take that all day over movies that subtly like make everything about like one PC shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like, and why can't we just be like, yeah, it was good and it was funny? Like, it doesn't, like, not everything has to have some deep meaning. Back to my thing though, like with our Fasoli sitting in the producer chair today. Fasoli's just a guy, like, I'm happy for Fasoli. He's just a guy who has Viva tattooed on his leg. Like, he had one mission and he worked hard in these different jobs and traveling all over, limited sleep, almost no pay when he started, and he worked his way, and now he's like one of the guys, for the Chicago move. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm very happy for him that he wanted to do this and made it happen, and like, I'm happy for Fasoli. But like, I don't know, like that's kind of like where it ends for me. Like, I don't think I need to be like, I feel like people want to pat themselves on the back for like quote unquote supporting things, and like people, I'm not wording it the way I want to. But I'm tired of everybody like looking for or saying that they need support or they need something like representation or this or that. Like, just shut up and live your life. Damn. Shut up.
He cooked, man.
Damn,
dude, look what he did.
He went off, dude.
I don't like the way you guys are saying that.
Fasoli, did he go off right there?
Off?
Chief went off.
I don't think you're on.
Yeah, your mic's not on.
Whatever, dude. You have to come all the way around and talk in this mic, then go back.
Chief went off.
I don't
still didn't get it.
Damn it, Fasoli. We bring you in for a
third time's a charm.
We bring you in for a spot start one time.
Still not working.
Can you scream loud enough?
I don't know your boards.
Now you're on.
There we go.
There we are. Now you're hot. All right. So he went off, right? Say it again.
Chief did in fact go off.
Did I? I wasn't trying to.
I think Fasoli's like one of those cheapy kind of guys, though. He's like a.
Oh, the cheapies. That's perfect. I don't like those guys.
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't like
I'm
that.
staying out of this.
No. Are they still a thing?
Disavow.
Are they still a thing?
Ever since Tyler kind of went away, I think the cheapies a little bit went away. I think they're still around.
Why do you hate them?
I don't
just like the whole, like, I don't want to, if I'm going to be happy for you, I need like a genuine reason. Or if I'm going to support you, I need like a genuine reason. But like it turns every compliment or every good deed into a fucking Yankee dime. And do you guys know that expression? I feel like that I knew one girl that she was from the South, and it was like a Yankee dime was like an insincere kiss. Like, oh, you're giving Yankee dimes. And I just always love that expression. But it's like it cheapens the good deed or the nice gesture or the kind word. Like, I don't just give out compliments like flippantly. Like, I mean it when I say it.
That's the cheapies? Are they known for giving out random compliments?
That was my interpretation. Is like everybody loves everybody all the time.
Fasoli, can you confirm?
Yes, he is correct on that.
Yeah, and I think that's bullshit.
You think they got to earn your love?
Yeah,
but all right, I don't know. I mean,
I guess I don't totally disagree with what you're saying. However,
I will also say before you finish, I don't really like the way that I'm saying it. I'm not. I have an idea in my head, and I'm not articulating it the way that I would.
Yeah, you're
like.
not. You're not doing a great job.
Thank you. Yeah.
However, Chief, I do feel that there is a lot of vitriol and negativity spewed online. So it's like, okay, if someone wants to be a little
counteract
positive.
that.
Yes.
it's a nice change of pace.
I don't know. Do you need it? Just toughen up. That's what I would say. Toughen up.
Damn, dude. You want to get into participation trophies or anything right now?
Everything's one big participation.
Anything
trophy.
else that's pissing you off? The show's usually not this down. I promise.
I don't feel down.
It feels like this is a what grinds my gears episode with Chief.
Yes.
You know what really grinds my gears? Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what makes me happy. A brand new pair of MUGSY jeans.
I love MUGSYs.
How about that? We got a great promo code for you. I can't talk today.
Even Chief supports them.
Yes, Chief.
Well, they make a quality product. They earned it.
They make jeans, chinos, shorts, and joggers. They're made from buttery, soft, patented stretch materials that look stylish, but are insanely comfortable, never too baggy, never too bright. We're big fans of it.
Oh, yeah.
In this office.
I've been wearing them for years.
Yeah. They're good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're good stuff.
They're like an OG Barstool advertiser, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we've had they've been with Barstool longer than we've been with Barstool, I feel like. They were doing stuff with Dan back in like 2016.
They were doing a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Listen, they look good. They feel good. Mm-hmm. You can go to the barbecue, to the bar in one swift motion all summer long. Head to MUGSY.com and get 10% off using code Chicago. That's 10% off some of the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. MUGSY also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk giving them a try. And if you're in Chicago, Boston, D.C., or Austin, Texas, make sure to head downtown and check out their storefront as well. Easy vibes every time, and you can have a beer while you shop, which is nice.
And that's another guy that I just like that guy. He had a vision for jeans, and he just made it fucking happen. Now he's got a successful business. He's got stores all over the place. Mugsy Jeans is where it at. But I wouldn't support him if he wasn't doing a good job and making a good product.
Thanks, Chief.
Yeah, you're welcome. Shout out Mugsy.
What were you saying at the top of the show, Dan? You're like, a lot of stuff has happened.
Well, Velcro wall. I know you kind of got into it on the snake draft. We got into it a little, but the power going out here was chaos. I was on I got a text from Maggie. I think it was Thursday morning.
Yeah. And
she was just like, "Morning!" ! Power is completely out. And I said, "All right, I'm on it." And then
office manager.
You are. You don't get enough credit for that.
I mean, I don't solve the issues. I basically just have to pass them along. But so I texted Pete immediately, and he also happened to be in town. I was going to Corn Ferry in an hour, so I'm like, let me figure this out, because all these other people, Megan, Chaps, are here having to do shows too. They're not used to this kind of operation. But then Pete was like, call the office manager, call the the building owner or whatever. Called them both. One got back to me and said, have you paid your bill? And I was like, I mean, we had to have. And then we get here, and I see that a big thing is that it's only out on our floor. Everything else in the building Pretty good indicator. And then so then the building manager calls me back. He's like, yeah, confirmed. You guys missed a payment. And I call Pete and I say, hey, looks like we might have missed a payment. And he goes, got it. And then luckily he came back. So you could thank Pete and the finance team.
Well, it's like I just want to send the finance team the clip of Portnoy when he walks into our old office. Like, we're $1 billion company. How do you not pay an electric bill?
It could have been some sort of freak incident where a card just expired or something.
I suppose, yeah.
But I guess
the thing is, though, with those bills, they don't just shut you off the first chance they get. It's got to be delinquent
6
for
months.
a while. Yeah,
I think it's 6 months.
So we must have been getting free rides for a while here. That's what it sounds like, I guess.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. It's crazy. That was a wild day. We had to cancel all our shit. It was tough.
A great day to not be in the office.
Yeah,
I was at Corn Ferry.
Yes,
thank God.
That's right. You're right though. You are that pseudo office manager. I tried to graduate you out of that role.
Someone had to replace him. Well, who'd you try to put in that role?
No comment. We don't need to get into it. But I tried. I sincerely tried.
No, yeah, she helps with little things, but I don't know if she's. There's some things where it's when we first came in here, it was so different. She doesn't really know the building managers I do, or even Pete. Pete's gonna still come to me every time he needs something here over her.
Yeah.
But that's just
But I did try.
Hannah, we mean. I'm calling her as if she's Voldemort.
Ed wasn't going to say her name, but it was then when Danny threw the gender out there. I was like, well,
I mean, who else would it have been?
That's
Dave?
the only person. Yeah.
Praise publicly, criticize privately. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
All right?
Yeah.
God.
Cheapie.
Cheapie, yeah. Thank you. Cheapie of the day. Me.
And then can I get your guys' perspective of the Velcro wall, since you probably haven't been able to talk about it without walking on eggshells around Dave?
Yes, you can. So you're right. You're very correct. Obviously, if you guys listen to Monday Snake Draft, well, if you saw it all happen in real time, it all happened Wednesday. Kind of really picked up steam Thursday when Big Cat and Dave tweeted about it. And then we recorded the Snake Draft on Friday. So it was all kind of boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. But the Snake Draft aired Monday, obviously. So you guys saw Dave's ask for perspective. You didn't see ours without Dave because, needless to say, some things have to be a little eggshelly, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start off by saying, for those who don't know, this was supposed to be an ad. This was all just an ad for Miller Lite. We were at a sponsored tailgate. We got one video. We needed two, so I was like, all right, let's do something a little different this time. I won't let Jeff take any of the blame. I'd take it for him. But he was just simply like, yeah, let's try the Velcro wall.
If anything, Jeff is to blame for for listening to us.
It's not his fault at all. Or Miller
then
Lite
I walked up on that conversation after because I saw Jeff be like, "Oh yeah,
he definitely wanted someone to do it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, he definitely wanted someone to do it, And that's when I was like to him, I was like, hey, like he won't do it if you ask us, but if you ask him, he may do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, so we just had to do an ad for it. And then I was like, all right, what could go wrong? Like, let's knock this out and then go to the game. And then all of a sudden, Dave turns around, just dripping blood. Like I said, carry on prom night. And funny thing about ads is, like, typically you can't include blood or any bodily fluid. So I'm like, of course. So, but I managed to cut it off before and still was able to post. But then, I mean, after that, I guess you guys could take it from there.
Have you posted the full ad? You still have
Not
it, though.
with the blood. I can't post the blood with an ad, but I
do want to see that at some point,
it would be funny
because that's
for
probably
us.
great.
Yeah.
Well, just by magic, the other half of our crew, Tom, Hannah, Lance, happened to be pulling up at the same exact time, and I ended up using Hannah's angle, actually, because she was closer to him as he was getting off with the blood on his face.
Yeah. Well, look.
I mean, you probably said it all, but...
No, it is...
It happened, and I instantly knew. I was laughing, and I swear to God, people are like, "You're a fucking liar. You weren't. You were laughing when you saw the blood." I was not. I was laughing because it was just funny. It's funny to see Dave in the wild do shit like that. As much as he disagrees, he did the jump. That was the first time I saw someone attempt the jump, and obviously when he didn't make it, then he went, into it the second time. It was just a funny visual.
Yeah.
The blood was just an extra additive to it.
That made us laugh less, probably. We were shocked.
Yes, because when I saw the blood,
right.
When I saw the jump, I was like, "Oh, everything's good." When I saw the blood, when someone goes, "Oh, you're
that
bleeding,"
was me. That was me on tape. You're like, "Oh, you're bleeding."
I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna get all the blame for this."
So that's kind of where I was like annoyed at the beginning of the snake draft too, because it's like he just blames us for everything.
Right.
Anything that goes wrong, it's our fault for whatever reason. So I am not going to help him. Because I went over and he was like wiping the wrong part of his face, and like I'm looking at him. He doesn't have a mirror. I could see where he's leaking blood everywhere. I'm like, Dave,
let me help you out here.
Yeah. And he's like, don't fucking coach me. And I'm like, Dave, you're bleeding everywhere and you're dabbing the wrong spot. So I'm like, don't give me attitude because you went face first. And he's like, well, this is a stupid fucking contraption. Meanwhile, I had watched like a 50-year-old guy do it before. Then there was probably, and then he was like, nobody did it after me. I'm like, yeah, actually, I saw probably 10 people do it after, like legitimately.
Literally.
Yeah, people were doing it like there was a line.
And they were all old.
And they're all older, yeah.
There was some way older than him.
Older than Dave,
yes.
yeah. I would say Dave was probably on the younger side. I think there might have been like one guy younger than Dave.
I saw at least two like 35 to 40-year-old women.
But so these are going to be the two takeaways for this, okay? Because I don't think these things that he gets like so like, well, why don't you guys do it? So now I'm just going to do it. Whatever the thing is, like he is just funnier when it comes to this stuff. There's a look about his face. I remember we were out in New York for something. Might have been the Commanders-Bears game. And he, like, PFD was like, why don't you eat this, like, hot sandwich or something? Oh. And he, like, didn't want to do it. And he's like, well, why don't you do it? Because Dave, like, there is just something. I always use, like, the 999 challenge. Like, there is just something about him. And I can't describe it. Like me eating 9 hot dogs would not be as funny as Dave eating 9 hot dogs. Mm-hmm. It's just like one of those things. But now I will do all the things, so he has nothing to say. I'll do all this. We're gonna have the Barstool Chicago Funhouse, where I'm sure there's gonna be all sorts of like embarrassing opportunities to do things. So I'll just do it. So then he has to do it, and he can't say shit about it. And then I'm not helping him anymore. I'm not coaching him anymore, and that's just the way it is.
Wow, I can't wait for that first time when he asks for help. And you go, nope. Are you gonna?
I'll probably still help him because I love Dave. Like I've not like Dave. Like Dave's been my friend for 10 fucking years. But like it is, like when he gets, it's like displaced anger. Like you're not like I didn't do anything to you, and you're like screaming at me. Like now you're being the dickhead. Like you're being the dickhead. But it's not his fault.
Should that thing be banned?
No. So in total, if I think I probably saw, including Dave, probably a total of 10 people attempt that over the course of that day. The one person before him and all the people after him while the tailgate was going on. Nobody else had that problem.
You think you went Karen on him?
Dave?
Yeah. Take this down immediately.
But like, and that was the thing that I want to say it was Jeff or one of the other people, the other Miller Lite people there, were like, yeah, it'd be great if we could do this because we're going to have this at every Bears tailgate because Miller Lite is the big Bears sponsor. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff, probably South Lot or wherever, and that the Velcro thing is going to be there. And so they want to make that a thing.
Dave's going to be getting war flashbacks.
Yeah. Well, what's funny, though, is low-key, I bet you like Miller Lite did have some hesitation after that and were having thoughts of like, oh, shit, maybe there is something wrong here. Like maybe we should get rid of this. Now it's the best ad of all time because if that's in a visible spot where our crowd is going past it at Bears game, that's a scene people are going to be doing. Like we just like Dave reversed backed into fucking making the Velcro wall.
The Velcro wall is going to have a Six Flags line.
People might lead with their face hoping for the J.J. Watt cut so they could just send the picture.
Yeah, brother in arms.
Right, like me with the Aussie picture where people always just ask me to take like the cheek-to-cheek picture because it's like an absurd, embarrassing picture that's now funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Dave after the Velcro wall for Halloween this year.
Yeah.
Just a big black jumpsuit with blood running down your face.
Hair all messy.
Would you jump in for Fasoli?
I would definitely jump in, but I was thinking, what about like jumping back first?
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw a couple people do that.
Yeah, I think that's what Letterman used to do too, right? Or no?
I don't know. I don't remember. Letterman.
He made that famous, I know.
Oh, did he? I was not a big late night guy.
No. I even was talking to Mr. Portnoy on the phone, and he's like,
did he see it?
Letterman. He's like, he did that all the time. And I was like, I know you like Letterman. He's like, your guy, I don't know what he was doing. You know?
What are those conversations typically like? What are you calling him for? Are you just catching up?
You said you talked to him a decent amount, right?
I talked to him a good amount. Yeah, sometimes we just catch up. And what are they like? Today he was going through his calendar. He's like, let me put the phone down. He put the phone down. He's going through his calendar. It probably was a 3-minute going through I just heard 3 minutes of paper shuffling.
Oh, it's like a physical calendar?
Yes. And him like mumbling stuff to himself.
Well, we got to get him on the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're on his calendar. I guess spoiler, but if all goes well, he will be on next Monday's draft, which it's like become a summer extravaganza. Like he comes on once a year and it's in the summer. And
Eddie just loses his breath and then
Eddie almost died.
Goes on.
Eddie legit almost died.
Just takes my breath away. But yeah, they're good conversations. And he's.
Can you just put me on silent three-way next time you call him? I won't say anything.
Well, I can't. Well, sometimes he dishes some dirt, so I don't want to.
Okay, fair.
Does he throw shit? You don't trust him?
Danny?
To hear the dirt?
Well, I
don't want to know the dirt.
It's not that I don't trust Danny. I trust him a lot. It's that I would never do that to someone
Mr.
else.
Portnoy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Good answer.
Exactly.
Because I actually, oddly, you're probably one of the people I trust to keep their mouth shut the most.
Yeah. See, I don't even want to know the dirt because if the dirt gets spilled, I don't want it ever leading back to maybe being me.
Sometimes you don't want the dirt, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
definitely true.
That's a big thing.
The dirt always gets spilled.
Yeah. And I also I don't like it. I don't know if you guys have had this happen before, but if somebody's like talking like massive shit about a person that you don't really know, and then you're like, oh, like, I guess I got to keep my guard up about this person. And you like kind of form like an opinion about a person before you meet them. And then over time, it's like, wait a second, it was the person that was talking shit all along that was like the asshole.
Yeah,
or it's like, or it's like if they're talking bad about someone and it's like, oh, he's always fucking like just moping around, whatever. It's like, man, if you think that's annoying, like there's plenty of things I do more annoying.
Yeah,
this guy's gonna be talking about me before you know it.
It's a good point, but at the same time, it is good to get a warning, I guess. Like, maybe not. Maybe
I've changed my stance on that, where it's like now, if someone's giving me a warning, it has to be somebody I really, really value their opinion. Other than that, if it's just like generic, and this is something that it's like, we've had a lot of people coming into our lives recently with this move, that if I hear something, I'm like, makes me a little suspicious of the person saying it too.
Fair. But earlier you called Fasoli a rat. Like that's.
I didn't call Fasoli a rat.
Yeah, you called me a rat.
Oh, did you really?
No, I didn't. What I said was I didn't know Fasoli was in here when I made a comment like trying to bust Ed's balls. And Fasoli, you're still in the
trust tree.
you're in the I'm getting to know you phase.
Oh, Chief, I've met you many a time. Over
I
the last
really
3
like
years.
I really like your personality, but I've never had an opportunity where
Just
I'm
shit
like,
on his personality.
no, I
This
didn't
guy's
shit
the
on
fucking
it.
poster child of the cheapies.
It's like a Care
Yeah,
Bear.
what are you talking about?
You hate Care Bears?
See, I didn't know that Fasoli was such a cheapie since I'm still in the get to know him phase.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, I've never had to trust Fasoli with a secret before, so I don't know if he can do it or not.
I'm Italian. That's all you need to know.
So no.
That's the worst thing you could have
Yeah.
said to this
No.
guy.
That's
Not
like
at all.
aren't
Mark
Not
that
to me,
down.
Fasoli, but this guy's
Italians are the most loyal people in the
Oh,
world.
okay. I'm 25% as well, but they're also known as big talkers.
No, they're not rats in the slightest.
Except for the ones that are.
They're not rats, but
yeah,
like
but those guys are.
Italian mothers will like pass along friendly gossip. They're not talking about where their bodies are buried or anything.
My
but
Italian mother.
But
a Italian mother.
there are certain things where it's like you don't want said in front of other people.
Yeah,
Totally.
of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't even like talking like Barstool shop in front of like the interns. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't.
no.
Never.
Never.
100%.
Yeah.
I kind of only talk about that with you two.
Yeah.
So
That's normal. That's good. That's smart. That's
Yeah.
normal. I think most
Yeah.
people would say that.
yeah.
I agree. Hey, let's take a moment for one of our favorites, BOWLERO. BOWLERO is the world's largest owner and operator of bowling centers, over 325 locations throughout the U.S., currently located in 34 states. They got great lanes, obviously. They have an expansive arcade, which I love. I love that air hockey. They have a premium signature cocktail menu that's nice, and they got a creative menu for food. The locations are perfect for a night out, whether you're celebrating a birthday, feeling competitive, or just want to have a nice bowling experience.
Well, that to me is the nice bowling experience because it's not like you're not necessarily going to break a sweat, but you still get to be competitive. Bowling, you can make bowling whatever you want it to be.
Totally.
You know, and there's not many activities like that.
For sure.
So it's great. So and BOWLERO does bowling better than anybody.
I've been dying to go bowling. I'm hitting up BOWLERO this week sometime.
Yeah, have
if you're looking for a little competition.
How about the four of us?
I got my
On
own ball
trust
now.
tree.
Yeah, just
So that's how we'll get to know you. Let's
Yeah.
take him out bowling.
Yeah, let's see if he can handle a bowl.
check him out a little bit. See his
Yeah.
curve.
He's got his own ball. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to leave your couch, you could tune into the Barstool BOWLERO Invitational Finale on August 9th, streaming live on YouTube. Watch as Barstool's talent like Big Cat, Hank, all of us will be here competing for the Ultimate Championship title. And if you want to join in on the fun, with a trip to the lanes, enjoy bowling, good food, and drinks in a guaranteed spot on the lanes when you reserve online. All you got to do is visit BOWLERO.com. Using promo code Barstool, you get 15% off your next reservation. The offer is only valid through August 31st. So
I
jump
got
on it now.
another question for Fasoli.
What do you got?
Fasoli, would you, since we're in the get to know you phase,
Yep.
would you feel comfortable telling me like a very like a secret or an opinion about something?
Well, ask away. What do you want to know?
No, just like it's your thought, and you're like, I got to get something off my chest.
Yeah, I'm an open book.
That's different.
All right, give us your greatest enemy.
Yeah, who do you hate?
At the company.
Who's the worst person at this company?
I tried making him rank everyone in this office, and he
I
wouldn't.
don't rank people. Everyone knows that.
Why? Everyone else who has done it at Barstool,
They're still here.
Yeah.
I don't really have any enemies. Truly, I mean, I try to like everyone. And I hope everyone likes me.
There's not like a fucking.
What about the guy from the Cape Cod Times?
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh, I got something that I could apologize to him for.
The Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah, score one for Fasoli. That water can actually get below freezing. Remember they had the guy.
Oh yeah,
he explained it,
yeah.
and he said like if the water is so pure that there's no like dust or anything for the crystals to form around, then it can drop to not quite to the temperatures
Yes,
you were saying, but
hand up. I might have been wrong as well a little bit, but it still was under negative.
You're right. So you were
temperatures.
that's what we in this office call directionally correct. So you were basically on the money with that.
I like that.
Thank you.
Do you still have that water suit?
No, those water suits are legitimately like over $1,000. The guy was like, I put it on, and he was like, if this rips in the slightest way, like I'm out like a couple grand. I'm like, oh crap.
Do they have different sizes, or is it like one fits all?
It's kind of one fits all. It's
Oh
stretchers.
wow! So there was some serious concern though.
Yeah. Hey, watch it.
I didn't mean it like that, but
I have a
that's
question for you
different
guys.
sizes.
Did any of you see Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
It was like
Brother.
appointment viewing.
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't know if you guys talked about it or not, but have you guys discussed Marty Mush's tweet about Albert Einstein being alive in the 40s?
He died in 1955,
55,
right?
Yeah, but everyone, like Marty said he was shocked. Like he thought like Albert Einstein was like alive in like the 1800s.
Yeah, I did see that tweet. I mean,
Did that go through your guys' mind at all?
No.
Like so you knew.
I could see it going through Eddie's mind.
Eddie, hand up. I did it. I mean,
I don't want to be on the playing field. I love Marty, but I don't want to be on the same brain playing field as him, so I refuse to answer this
But
question.
you're also like a noted, like you're not
Not a
like
history guy, like, didn't pay attention.
Yeah. So
yeah.
and it's like one of those names that you've been saying for so long that it feels old. Like
Yeah.
everybody
Yes.
says it. Like your parents have been saying it. You're okay, Einstein. But so you feel like people have been saying that for hundreds of years, but it's not really.
It's like Trent's tweet with, who was it, Van Gogh?
Yeah.
Remember his viral tweet? He was like, I didn't
I
realize
think it
he
might
died
have been
in
Picasso.
Picasso,
I think it was
maybe,
Picasso
yeah.
because Picasso died in like 74.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, and it's like Picasso, that one I could see being a little bit more acceptable because that name, even though he is an American, it sounds like a Renaissance painter's name, like Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And same thing you just said about Einstein. You get called Picasso if you're like being an artist. You get called Einstein if you're being smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. But
So, like,
And your parents have been calling it like, oh, look at my little Picasso.
All right.
And you're coloring at the restaurant when you were a kid.
yeah.
I bet I'm trying to think of a good way to equate this, which this is probably not good, but I bet you there's going to be some fucking kid in 2045 when a fan makes interaction with a foul ball and they call it a Bartman, and they're like, oh, I've been hearing that for years, like forever. I thought Bartman was in like the 1920s. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So when it's so recent, it does kind of, there are definitely better references from our period right now that we use.
Yeah.
But that's the
But
one
like
came to my brain.
that's like the thing about Einstein where it's like they've only been doing science for like in a real way, in a modern way, for like 300 years. So it can't be that old, you know? Like they've only been doing there haven't been physicists for very long. So they've like Einstein was like the first guy making a lot of these.
Yeah, but Einstein should have topped out at like 1910.
He
You know
did.
what I
That's
mean?
when he did like the theory of relativity was like right around that time frame.
All right, then that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's when he became like a name in the culture when he did that in like 1910. And
I think a lot of Americans seeing Oppenheimer may have been shocked, who aren't like,
Definitely.
you know what I mean?
Do you want me to blow your mind a little bit here, Fasoli?
Shoot.
You ever heard the name Cleopatra?
Yep.
What do you know about her?
The Queen of Egypt.
Correct. Do you know that she lived at a time that was closer in time, like fewer years to the iPhone than to the construction of the pyramids?
Really?
She's like way more close to us than she was to the building of the pyramids. Even if you date the pyramids the way they do it, which is like 5,000 BC. Like she lived like
Yeah, that's crazy.
only like 2,000 years ago.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that Einstein, I feel like there's only black and white pictures of him.
Yeah.
Well, there's only been fucking pictures for 150 years.
I know, but even other people from that era, somehow there's like, they colorize their pictures eventually or something.
Hey, Dan? They don't.
When did Billy Shakes die?
I don't even know who that is. Who's Billy Shakes?
William Shakespeare.
Oh.
Of course.
Why
duh.
don't you just... William Shakespeare was like the 1500s,
Hey,
right?
he died in 1616.
So, yeah.
I don't know,
What
dude.
What does that have to do with
Yeah,
it?
are you shocked? Would you?
I remember Hank tweeted something about that. There was like another guy named Billy Shakespeare.
Billy
William
Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare. I don't know. Whatever.
No.
It's a good point, though, Fasoli. Appreciated you bringing that to our attention.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you, Nick.
It's very good, Nick. That's why you're here.
Yeah, I liked that.
Can I give you like another physical thing that I don't understand? Which doesn't make sense. What we were just talking about. Why do we as a society call all hair that's dark brown hair?
Because it is.
No, but like people who have brown hair are definitely closer to the black tint than.
Well, I think.
I think he is.
yes, like Danny has black hair.
But you have brown hair.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
But
and I
Danny
have
will-
brown hair.
You can fact check me on this, but I think they say if you are white, you can't have black hair. It's
That's
just
my
dark,
point.
dark brown.
Yes.
But like if you put mine in the light, you will see shades of brown. But it's very
darker.
dark.
Yeah, but that's like they call it like they do. And you're a Conrad. You're Irish, obviously. They call that the Black Irish. Is people like he's the Black Irish.
Let's be careful here.
Nope, that's what it's called. It's the Black Irish. Don't try to put me in a box, all right? That was like the Spanish Armada crashed off the coast of Ireland in whatever year, and they raped and pillaged our people, and that's how they got all the.
Jesus,
that's what it was. Intermingled, intermarried, whatever you want to call it, but that's where that dark hair comes from.
First of all, this guy's gonna hit us with an armada when I bring up the hair colors.
I mean,
1500s.
I'm a white Italian, but I have jet black hair. I've always been told.
What's a white
black.
Italian? Aren't all Italians white?
Oh yeah, but Danny just said he's a white. Whatever.
He's a Black Irish. I don't know if there's a black anything else.
I'm not calling myself black.
First of all, you're 100% Italian?
Actually 50-50 probably, but I look much more Italian than I do. My mother's Irish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I always wondered that because like I'm Irish and Swedish, and I feel like I'm a blend between my parents. My mom looks super Irish. I'm definitely not 50-50 of their genes, right? Of like at least that's what is presenting. Like my dad's genes or my mom's genes are like more present. Yeah. I feel like you should be able to do a blood test and be like, actually, the way you came together, you're like 68%.
Well, isn't that 23andMe? Isn't that exactly what it is?
I don't know how that works.
No, that's like finding your like heritage background.
They throw you percentages,
that's
no?
Bezos trying to get all your medical history.
I think they might throw you some percentages on that site.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
Not about your genetics from your parents though. It's literally like my grandmother did it, and my grandmother, my mom's mother is Welsh, Irish, whatever. So from the European area, and she got like this crazy statistic that she was 29% Middle Eastern, and it's like never been. She's like, I mean, she's white.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to give you the blood test, Chief.
I also, I have like, I don't think those really work.
You think I just throw shit at a wall?
I think it's like you need more and more data. Like the more people do it, the more accurate it gets over time, because you need more data points on like the genome to be able to like specify where people come from. So I think if you were the first person to do it, they wouldn't be able to be like, oh, like you're fucking Welsh, like he's saying. Like you need like a mass amount of people to do it before it gets accurate.
Thank you, Chief. I've been debating this for years. Anyone who says differently, see that beautiful body armor right there? Spit in that. Ship it to me. I'll take 3.5 months, and you give me $95, and then I'll write you up a
hell of a business.
Well, how do they test? What do they do?
They say it's like a DNA thing, right?
So, but then they would usually be getting the big ones right, though. You know, like they would guess that you're Italian and Swedish. So what would you say to that? How is it bullshit if they guess right without you even telling them?
Wait, what? I'm not saying they're guessing. I'm saying it gets more accurate the more people, because then it's like, all right, these people, this particular gene is the most common in the Swedish people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess I was saying it's still.
It's 23andMe, right? How does 23andMe work?
Or like Ancestry.
You're kind of more referring to me, Danny, because I was saying that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's bullshit.
Are you concerned that you can ever murder someone now, Nick?
That's what I like. That's like them taking my
murder
DNA
rights
to put me in. I don't know. I don't believe in it. And everyone comes from Genghis Khan, so that's all I got to say.
Dude, that's like a fact. It's like 1 in every 7 people on Earth have similar DNA to Genghis Khan.
Fucking Tillicum.
Yeah, but it was actually his son did the most raping. What's Tillicum?
That's the same as Blackfish, the killer whale. He like half of like killer
Couldn't
whales.
Remember where I heard that.
Tillicum.
Half of them in captivity. Yeah. Have you noticed that there's like an uptick in animals fucking killing people? We talked about the whales at one point.
Who else?
Shark attacks are on the rise.
Ooh.
There's been there's like a group of lions in Africa that are going after people now, and there's just like, I don't know, like they're getting, I don't know, there are like enough of these fucking humans already. Let's take matters.
Did you see that shark attack video a couple months ago?
I try not to watch those.
Yeah,
I don't need to see people getting their arms ripped off.
I know what you're talking about.
You saw it too?
Is it bad?
It's like a guy from Russia.
Yeah, I might watch that one.
America.
The Cheapies, the Russians.
Yeah, this is a problematic podcast. The Black Irish. Like this guy's hitting
That's
all
what they're
groups.
called.
This guy's hitting all groups. But
I like the black.
I'm
Irish.
tired of the black and brown hair thing. Like some people, your hair's black, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like if you were playing Guess Who.
Yes.
You're like,
All right,
well,
is it-
he's got black hair.
Okay,
yes.
but-
He'd be fucking. Who's a black guy? on
does
that
this
show? Max?
Who's a black guy and Guess Who?
Who's got black hair? And guess who? Max.
Do you expect us to know that answer?
Yeah, why the
Max? Sure.
If Max is black hair, you guys owe me.
Is
fucking
Max even a
something.
character? Do we even know that much?
I'm pretty sure there's a Max, dude. If Max is
Dude,
black
Max-
hair, you owe me a fucking dinner.
Okay.
Max has got he's got a black hair. Well, I'm seeing 2 pictures of Max here. One Max, he's got brown, almost reddish hair.
Okay. While we're looking here, does it change if I tell you that if I grow it out, it starts getting lighter brown?
Do you think is that just sun exposure though?
It's happened in the winter.
Bro, Max is black hair,
You
dude.
still have sun exposure in the winter.
Well, you're saying, no, I don't. I think it's in my roots. Because I mean, that's pretty common. Like people, they grow out and they're like, their hair gets facial hair starts getting red.
Yeah, that happens to me. I have more and more facial hair turning white.
Oh,
I'm getting that
do you
too.
prefer white over gray?
I mean, it doesn't look gray to me. So like my dad's hair has been holding on for dear life, and he's been gray as long as I can remember, and he's definitely more white now than he was 10 years ago. And I've had one. It's probably still in my head. I have one white hair, but it is white. it is not gray. It is a white
albino
white hair.
alfalfa.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna look like fucking Roger Sterling from Mad Men.
It's Max.
Yeah, but then there's this picture of Max too.
Max
old
doesn't-
school.
Max doesn't look.
Zoom in on
White.
that. That's brown hair.
No. Max is black hair.
Yeah, Max doesn't look white though. He looks like fucking Mario.
What does he look like?
Italian. No, Mexican.
Yeah, he's a white Italian.
That guy's Italian?
Hispanic. It's the mustache.
Let's play Guess That.
Can't do that.
What features does he have?
Can't do that.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on then.
Maybe we'll wrap up the show on that.
Well, I don't want to end on that.
No.
All right, we'll say
Why'd
something.
you have that Guess Who reference so handy?
I brought up
Because you
Guess
brought
Who.
up Guess Who, and I thought of a guy's name, and I knew Max was one of them. So that's why I was like,
We
But-
should do that as a White Sox Dave challenge.
Guess Who?
Yeah.
As a snake
Guess
draft.
Who was a fucking great game.
Guess Who
Awesome.
characters.
Yeah.
Anyone could play it.
Yep, it was a great game. You know what I tried?
All
Have you ever been
religions.
to Guthrie's? It's like
Yeah.
in Lakeview. They have all the board games there. I had a game that I had when I was a kid, Stratego. You remember that game?
Love that game.
It's a great game. I was like, and I was, with some people, and I saw Stratego. So this bar just has a ton of board games you could play. So I grabbed Stratego and I like tried to set up. I'm like, this is like, how did I do this at 9? This is the most complicated game in the world.
What
And I
is
just
it?
put it.
Have you
You
heard
would
It's like
like,
a military game.
yeah, it's like a land army version of like Battleship kind of. But like, so you like set up like your pieces around, but like you can lay bombs and stuff, and then like I can't. We
It's
didn't.
kind of like chess too.
Has because certain pieces can
Yeah.
do certain things. Yeah,
You think you'd beat his ass in Stratego solely?
I haven't played.
I couldn't even set up the board. So
Yeah.
yeah, you would.
No, I don't think I would. I haven't played since I was like 7, 8, or 9.
Dude, I remember Corona. I tried to set up Risk. I was like very intrigued. I had no idea how to set up the board.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Is that the one with
Risk-
the paper towel and
No.
that's the penguin
Risk is
one
a game
with
of,
the ice.
of global domination.
Yeah,
It's
oh
like
yeah,
from the
yeah,
Seinfeld, where
yeah,
like
yeah,
Ukraine is
never mind.
weak.
Are you talking about Don't Break the Ice? Dude, I know how to set up Don't Break the Ice.
You
I'm
talking
not
about
fucking-
Mousetrap?
No, Mousetrap's tough. too.
Mousetrap. I think that's one too.
Mousetrap, you would set it up for 3 hours to play for like 90 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the commercial was sweet.
yeah, it was.
It's Mousetrap.
Keep going.
No.
Mousetrap.
That was always like one of my favorite like old Portnoy lines. You remember
What?
that? He would
Oh, Mousetrap's someone?
no, that too. But like he would always be like, I can't remember what it was in reference to. We're probably talking about himself. He's like, I'm playing 3D chess and this person's playing Hungry Hippo. So they're just like mashing like a fucking idiot, like mashing the board. But that was old school. But I liked Hungry Hippos too back in the day.
I think I drafted that. in the
Did you?
Board game draft, yeah. I believe I did. All right, then. We could wrap it up there. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Nikki Fasoli, for stepping in
Shout out Einstein.
today. Yeah, shout out
Viva.
Einstein. Shout out to Billy Shakes. Yeah, tomorrow. Enjoy the show. We'll see you there.